What's going on, everybody? I hope you're all having a great day, and in this video I'm making the complicated not so complicated when it comes to house flipping real estate. Now, for those of you who are watching this, you might be like, I want to get into flipping houses. It sounds so cool. There is so much money in it. You're not saying anything wrong. I've personally flipped over 50 plus houses and continuously flipping. I started at 18 years old buying from the foreclosure auctions, and in this video, I'm giving you my experiences to date of what I've done, how I've consistently made profits, and most importantly, how it can be simple and easy for you, because that's what matters. Now guys, if you get value, if you enjoy videos like this, please don't forget to hit that free like button, and let's get started. Now, what I have for you guys is some very easy and simple steps. Now, if you implement these steps, I promise you, you're gonna succeed, you're gonna do great, and you're gonna have a clear direction of where you wanna go. I'm gonna be looking down here at my laptop because I have it organized for you, and we're just gonna get right into it. Step one, when you're wanting to flip houses, is to have your funding ready. This means basically, what kind of funding are you gonna have when you buy a house? Is it gonna be cash? Is it a hard money lender? Is it a private lender? Is it going to be a bank? Is it going to be a traditional route? Which way are you going? Is it going to be a partnership? You have to determine that, because this is going to help you on how you approach your deals. For example, if you have a hard money lender, do you qualify? How fast is the process? When should you request it? Should you say, I want to get the loan today, but you still haven't found the house, or should you do it later? That's exactly why you need to know what funding you're gonna have. For example, me, I had cash when I was flipping houses at 18 years old. How? I used investors' money. And what I knew was, when you have cash, you can go to the foreclosure auctions, which every single state, every single city has, and this foreclosure auction only accepts cash. So I knew that people who don't have cash can't be there, which allowed me to have an upper hand on finding better deals. And as we all know, cash is closing quicker, faster movement, makes more liquidity easier as you find these deals versus a bank, a private money lender, and so forth. Finding how you're gonna fund your deals is step one, the most, in my opinion, important way, because if you don't have the money, how are you gonna buy the deal? Now, before I go into step two, I have a step bonus. This is a bonus that I wanna share with you before I get to step two, because it's important. Right here is, you must have good margins on your deals. This means that you need to make sure you're buying the deal and having enough cushion, enough margin in case there's a problem. Imagine you buy a deal and you ran your numbers for all the repairs and everything looks good based off of what you can see. You didn't do any inspections, just based off of what you can see, and you end up finding out you gotta change the entire sewer system. You end up finding out that you didn't account for a new roof, and now that's new $7,000 you have to spend. You end up finding out that there's more problems than you thought. Having a good cushion is extremely important. Now, investors typically, the rule of thumb is 70% after repair value minus your repair cost. An example, the house costs $100,000 after it's ready to sell, like its retail price, $100,000. You want to buy it at 70% of the value, which is $70,000, then minus how much you estimate it's going to cost to repair. So $70,000 minus, you estimate $20,000, you're going to buy the house for $50,000. That's your goal, your strike price of what you want to buy it for. Now, I'm going to be honest. I'm also a real estate agent, and I do these deals every single day for myself, for clients as well. In this market, you can't find 70% after repair value minus repairs. It just doesn't work. That's way too hard. I've personally bought a ton of my flips for 70, 80% of the retail value without even minusing the repair cost, because that's just the market that we're in. So this is a general rule of thumb. If you can get it, you know you got a good deal, but don't go based off of that and assume all the deals you find are bad. Sometimes instead of making 30 grand profit, you can still take 15 grand, and that's still good instead of having money sitting. So that's a step bonus I wanted to share with you, and let's hop to step two. Step two is hire a real estate agent with you. I'm not saying this because I'm a real estate agent. I'm saying this because I hired a real estate agent when I was 18 years old. Guys, I knew nothing. I had a baby face. I was in the auctions fighting against 60, 70-year-olds who've been there since the auction even got created. I didn't know what I was doing. But what I did know is I had a good team, and my good team was a good real estate agent. What I did is I found properties I wanted to buy. I would send them to the agent would send me comps, I would know how much the house can sell for, and then I determined how much I should buy the house for. How much is a good price to pay for it, to then sell it for this much, and I anticipated my profits are going to be how much, and that's how it worked for me. Now, hiring a good real estate agent, guys, is how you want to do it, because if you have a good real estate agent, they understand the market, they're in the market, they know how much you can sell the house for, and they have your back before you make a mistake because you're still a rookie. Now, don't go hire a rookie real estate agent. Hire someone who helps investors, who understands the game and is very good at what they do, because that's important. And keep in mind, they review contracts, they give you referrals, they'll help you with references, they give you the whole 9 yard. And the most beautiful thing that so many people don't know, they are for free. For free. Literally, you go tell a real estate agent you want to buy a house, they help you with everything from A to Z, and you tell them that you're an investor, you're literally going to use them with all their skills and expertise for free, and their hope is that you hire them to sell your house, which a good person would do that. Don't use somebody for free and then ditch them and hire someone else. But essentially, they're free. They do all that work, and they only get paid when they sell the home, and you're happy because you made your profits. Now, step 3 is to find the house and close on it. It's not that complicated. Once you find the house, you close on that house. You use the money that you had from step 1. You use the real estate agent that you had in step 2, who helped you find and comp that property. Comp means that you're comparing the property with other properties to find out how its value is based off of what sold. And then step 3, you find the house and you close on it. Now, how are you going to find the house? You might be asking, like, how do I find this house that I want to buy? There's so many ways that I'm going to share with you some right now. Number 1, real estate agents. Blast to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 real estate agents. Say, hey, I'm an investor. I got cash. Send me deals. Real estate agents are like hawks. They can't wait to make a commission. They can't wait to give you a deal so they can help you represent you on that deal. Tell real estate agents and flood the market and let them all know that you're an investor ready to buy. You also have auctions. If you're buying cash, like I shared in the beginning, like I was doing in the beginning, you can go to auctions. There's lists online that give you the entire list of what's going for auction. There's a process on how to do auction purchases. I'll make videos on that for you to help you, but go to the auction. Then you have MLS listings, multi-listing services listings, which are what real estate agents essentially look on. Then you have off-market deals, which are deals that are not on the market that, for example, before it hits the market, an agent will tell you that it's coming to the market, but you can buy it before it does. You have other investors or wholesalers who find these deals that can also relay to you deals. Wholesalers, I've bought from them before. Some, they're shady. Some, they're not the best of the best deals, and some, they actually feed you good deals. So reach out to a ton of wholesalers in your area. Say you're an investor, you don't mind them making some profit, they're going to send you deals your way and you can analyze them. Guys, I've paid 5, 10 grand to wholesalers and I bought a deal from them and I still made 10, 20, 30 grand from the flip. So feed both ways, and if somebody comes and gives you a deal, it doesn't hurt to give them 5, 10 grand if that's what they're asking for, if you know you're still going to make money. So those are ways you can do it. And also driving for dollars. Just jump in your car, drive around, find abandoned houses, vacant houses, TLC houses that need tender love and care. Reach out to them. There's a ton of platforms, like Deal Machine is a real good one. You can use that one when you're hunting for houses. PropStream is also real good. It has a ton of data, a ton of ways to get list of homes that you can cold call. There's a ton of ways, guys. And in this video, my goal is to give you steps on what you need to do for flipping houses, but I'll also make videos to go into more detail for you on these exact steps. Now, step number 4 is basically, as soon as you own this house, I want you to go grab a pen and a paper, and I want you to go to the house. Now, why I want you to do that is because I want you to walk it from front to back. I want you to see, what does it need? It needs a new roof, it needs a new HVAC system, foundation looks like it's hesitant. Let me get a free estimate from a foundation company or a free look to just make sure it's good. Does it need to have a new kitchen? Does it need to have granite, no granite? Does it need to have painted cabinets? What does the property need? I want you to write it all down on a piece of paper, and it's going to lead us to step 5. Step 5 is, after you've walked the home and you wrote everything on that pen and paper, I want you to go get that real estate agent who was helping you to maybe buy that home, or that real estate agent you trust who's going to list the home for you, and I want you to bring them with you and let them have a pen and paper, and then walk it with them and see what they recommend you repair the house with. They recommend what kind of renovation you need to do. Maybe you thought you needed granite. Maybe they say the neighborhood doesn't have granite. Maybe you thought you needed to put a new fence. Maybe they thought or they saw that the neighborhood doesn't need fencing. Maybe they saw that you don't got to put this type of flooring, hardwood flooring or engineered wood flooring. Maybe they say laminate passes. Find out that real estate agent you're going to work with and bring them to the property. And then after you've written what you believe the property needs, let them come and see what they think with their experience. Number one, this is going to help you see how other people see the properties. And number two, it's going to help you realize what you shouldn't do and what you should do so you don't overspend. It's basically cross-checking your work to make sure that you, who doesn't have that much experience, bring somebody who does have that much experience. And a side note, some real estate agents, you got to make sure you trust them. They're going to be shady and they might tell you, oh, put the granite and put the hardwood floors and put the fresh paint and put a new roof and put a new HVAC system, because they want an easier way to sell the home. So please be careful and make sure you're using somebody you trust. And that's why I told you walk it first with your thoughts on what you think it needs and then hear what they say. And hopefully they're not trying to let you overpay so it's an easy sell for them. Number 6, find the contractors who do this kind of work and get a minimum of 3 quotes. You need a new roof, get 3 contractors and get 3 pricing. See who's trying to screw you, who's being fair, who's too cheap. Because the too cheap isn't too safe. Maybe they take your money and run. And the too high may be trying to use you. So find those contractors. And when you find those contractors, get 3 quotes. Now there's a ton of ways to find these contractors. You can go to a local Facebook group and then search for them. You can go to Nextdoor app. Where you live, literally just post and say, hey guys, who do you use for a new roof? Hey guys, who do you use to change your AC? Hey guys, who did you use to change your new flooring? The neighbors who you live beside will give you that. And then ask references from your real estate agents, from people in your community. Ask for references. It never hurts. And make sure that you check their work, check what they've done, and make sure that you realize that who you work with is someone who can ruin a project for you or someone who can bless the project for you. You don't want to get screwed from contractors. I've heard endless stories and you don't want to be that. So make sure you're getting references from honest people that you feel know what they're talking about and have best interest for you. Such as a real estate agent, they're not going to want you to get screwed because guess what? That'll delay the project, delay the sell, delay their commission, delay their money essentially, and nobody wants that. Step number 7, the funnest and best part. List it on the market. Now guys, the agent, the real estate agent that you've been walking through all these steps with, they are going to help you with this. They're going to list it. They're going to have the title company. They're going to do the contract. They're going to do the paperwork. They're going to do the measurements. They're going to do everything from A to Z. And I swear, it almost sounds like I'm selling real estate agents to you guys. I'm a real estate agent myself, but this is literally what I did at 18 years old. I became a real estate agent about 3-4 years after I was an investor flipping houses. I wasn't an agent day one. I hired an agent throughout this process. And I got all that work and all that stuff through the agent. So I'm not selling agents for you. That's just what I did, and I made a ton of profit. And in fact, the agent gave me a ton of off-market deals that I've profited 40, 50, 60 grand from. I don't mind paying 3% commission if I'm a profit 40, 50, 60 grand from their off-market deals or their referrals. You guys get what I'm saying? So it might sound like I'm selling them. I'm not. I'm just telling you the reality is I made a lot of money using them. So step number 7, when you list it on the market, I wouldn't advise try to sell for sale by owner. Takes up your time. You're not in the business. You're not a real estate agent. Your business is house flipping, not being an agent. Pay those commissions and move on and negotiate those commissions if you have to. I'm not saying you got to pay full price. Now, of course, be on top of the real estate agent. Cross-check their work, make sure they're taking professional pictures, make sure they tell you when they're going to do open houses. The first 1 to 2 weeks are critical. So you want to make sure that that real estate agent is doing that, which is step number 7, guys, listing your house on the market. And then once you list it and you close on it, that's when you cash out on your profits. And step number 8, rinse and repeat, baby. That's the beauty of the game. The more you do it, the more you know how to do it. The more you do it, the more experience you get. The more you do it, the better you get at it. You just rinse and repeat. My first house flip, I was shaking scared. My second house flip, I was scared. My third house flip, I was all right. 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and I started to turn. I started knowing what paint color. I started knowing what remodels. I started knowing what repairs. I started knowing what I should and shouldn't do. I started knowing I'm not going to change the roof until the buyer says, I got to change the roof, because guess what? It's going to cost me 6 grand to change it. But what if the buyer says, I'm happy taking 2-3 grand in credit and don't change it, I'll deal with it. You just never know. I've had deals where I had to spend 10 grand. I chose not to and just wait for the inspection. And when inspected, instead of spending 10 grand, I said, here's 5 grand cash. And they're like, woohoo. And I saved 5 grand. You get smarter, you get better, guys. And that's the game of real estate house flipping. The more you do it, the better you get, and the faster you get, and the more money you make. So there you have it, guys. The highlight of this video that I want you to put in your head is you get better, you get faster, and you get more experienced the more you do it. First one might be scary, but have professionals beside you. Have a good real estate agent who's gonna reference to you a ton of good contractors, who's gonna walk you through the steps, who maybe already invested and flipped themselves and they know the process, just like I do right now with my clients. Any client that I have who wants to flip houses, I run them through the game like nothing and I tell them, send me the deal before you close on it. I've made clients back out of deals and I've made clients buy deals because I gave them the advice on what I see the market doing and how much money they can potentially make. I've saved clients from losing hundreds of thousands of dollars. I've seen it in front of my eyes. And that's just the game of it. So hire the professionals with you. Anyways, guys, the video is a bit longer than I thought it was gonna be, but here are the steps for flipping houses. I hope it was easy for you. I hope you took away something. And most importantly, if you did, please hit that free like button. I'd appreciate it. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, I upload 3 times every single week. So subscribe, it's for free. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Be safe, take care, and go flip houses. I'm out.